So here the poet is discussing about a child. So the child's foot means the child's journey. And what is the poet saying? According to the poet, every child, the born child, has its own dreams. But as time passes, all its dreams are shattered. All its dreams are defeated. Why? Because the societal norms, the society expects the child to live inside a shoe, to live within that boundary. So the child which dreams to become a butterfly or an apple very soon realizes that it can't become. It can only become what the society expects. The child is made to live inside a shoe like a blind man. So obviously the child cannot see anything. It cannot think on its own. When the child cannot think on its own, it cannot think about its dreams. It will only live according to the society. It will only live according to the societal expectations. So here we have a child, and that child's journey is full of miseries, full of defeat. The child is defeated throughout its journey. The child sooner realizes it cannot achieve its dreams. Then it starts to live like all other human beings, suppressing its dreams. It lives like a defeated blind man. It starts to live, once it starts to live inside the shoe, it is completely a blind man. It just follows whatever the society asks him or her to. And then its soft nails, its soft petal-like toes, they turn into very hard substance. Why is it like the toes and the nails are very soft, right? But as it starts to grow older, it has to go through a lot of journey. It keeps on walking and walking and walking. So when it walks a lot inside that shoe, all its soft, smooth toes, it becomes very hard. And then with the faint volcanoes of death are causing hard to accept. Here, the faint volcanoes of death, it means all the miseries that the child has to face, all the harsh realities of life. This is very hard to accept. The realities of life, the miseries, problems, everything is very hard to accept. But still the child has to accept because it has no other choice. Then moving on, this blind thing walks without respite, never stopping for hour after hour. So it continues to walk. There is no rest to the foot at all, which means there is no rest to the child's journey. It walks a lot for hour after hour. Every hour, the child's foot is walking. The child's journey is going on. Now the man's, now the woman's. So it could be a man's foot or it could be a woman's foot. It keeps on walking. It walks above, below, backward, forward. It goes to the front, it goes to the back, it goes upsides, which means all the ups and downs of life. Our journey is filled with ups and downs, sometimes happiness, sometimes sadness. Just like that, this foot which has gave up its dreams now, which is living inside the shoe, continues to walk. It walks without rest, respite without rest, and it walks for hours together. Every hour it is walking. The journey is continuing. It walks above, below, it walks through fields, mines, markets, ministries. It walks backwards, forward, inward, far afield, distant places. It walks to far places. This foot toils in its shoes, scarcely taking time. This foot of a child, the journey of the child, is full of artwork, toils in the shoe, works very hard in the shoe, scarcely taking time. So there is no break to this child's journey. It takes no break. Also, it walks continuously. The journey is very restless. It walks, they walk until the old man chooses to stop. The child's journey continues. It keeps on walking and walking and walking. It walks to far places, to many places, markets, mines. The time comes when the walk stops. When do we stop walking? When does the human's journey stop? Death. Death puts full stop to all our journey. So here, until the old man chooses to stop, there is a stop to this foot's journey, and then descended underground, unaware for there everything was dark. Descended underground, buried underground. What do they do to the dead body? They bury it in underground. So this child journey, the foot's journey stopped after its death, and after its death it is buried underground. And when you are buried, you are dead, you have no senses, so everything inside the earth is dark. So after its death it is buried underground and everything there was dark. It never knew it had ceased to be a food, and which means throughout its journey the child never realized that it is ceased to be a food. It is stopped to be a food, which means unaware, like being unaware of it, though it has its dreams, just like that automatically it forgets all its dreams. Why? Because the society made the child to live like that. The society has its own limits. We cannot cross that limit to achieve whatever dreams that we have, right? So the child never realized that the society or the life successfully stopped him from achieving his dreams. So it never knew, it never realized that it was stopped and it was ceased just to be a food. Food means to walk in a path that is already created by the society. Or if they were burying it so that it could fly, or so that it could become an apple. Look at this. The poem ends with an optimistic note. Even at the ending, even after its death, even at the time when the child was being buried, it still hopes, or it still is thinking about its dreams, forgotten dreams. What does it say? If they were burning it so that it could fly, even at the stage of death, it thinks that maybe they are burying me because from now on I can fly or I can become an apple. It still is under that assumption that it is alive, or this stage of death is giving it an option, giving it another option to live its dreams, to fulfill its dreams. So, to the food from its child and ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಪೊಯೆಟು ಒಂದು ಚೈಲ್ಡ್ ಜರ್ನಿ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆ ಚೈಲ್ಡ್ ಹುಟ್ಟಿದಾಗ ಅದು ಬಟರ್ಫ್ಲೈ ಆಗಬೇಕು, ಆ್ಯಪಲ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಏನೇನೋ ಕನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಆದರೆ ವೆರಿ ಸೂನ್ ಅದು ಬೆಳೀತಾ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ರಿಯಲೈಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಸೊಸೈಟಿ ರಿಯಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಸುತ್ತೆ ಏನಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಏನು ಕನಸು ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಅದ್ರ ರೀತಿ ಬದುಕೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಒಂದು ಶೂ ಒಳಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಆ ಶೂ ಏನು ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಸೊಸೈಟಿ ಹಾಕಿರೋ ಒಂದು ಬಾರ್ಡರ್ಸ್, ಅಷ್ಟರಲ್ಲೇ ನೀನು ಬದುಕಬೇಕು. ಅದಕ್ಕೂ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ನೀನು ಅಚೀವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಥವಾ ಕನಸುಗಳಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ನೀನು ಅದನ್ನು ಅಚೀವ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಲೈಫ್ನ ಹಾರ್ಶ್ ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ನ ಸ್ಟೋನ್ಸ್, ಬಿಟ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಗ್ಲಾಸಸ್, ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಟ್ಸ್, ಲ್ಯಾಡರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹಾಕಿದಾರಲ್ಲ, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಏನು ನಮ್ಮ ಸೊಸೈಟಿಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಷ್ಟ ಇದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಇಂಡಿಕೇಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಲೈನ್ಸ್, ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್, stones, bits of glasses, streets, ladders, rough earth, this indicates the harsh reality of society. So all this harsh reality helps the child realize that it cannot dream. ಕಲ್ಲು ಮುಳ್ಳಿನ ದಾರಿ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ನೆನೆ ಹೇಳಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಅಷ್ಟು ಕಷ್ಟ ಇರುವಂಥ ಈ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ನೀನು ಕಾಣ್ತಿರೋ ಕನಸನ್ನ ನನ್ಸು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಸೊಸೈಟಿ ಪಾಠ ಕಲಿಸುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಆಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಆ ಚೈಲ್ಡು, ಇಟ್ ರಿಯಲೈಸಸ್ ದಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಫ್ಲೈ ಆರ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಆನ್ ಆ್ಯಪಲ್. Then the child starts to live like a prisoner inside a shoe. ಒಂದು ಶೂ ಒಳಗೆ ಅದು ಪ್ರಿಸನರ್ ಥರ ಬದುಕಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಇದೆಯೋ ಹಾಗೆ ಬದುಕೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. The child cannot continue its journey in a way it's want, whatever as it wishes to, but only as the society wishes. ಹಾಗೆ ಒಬ್ಬ ಕುರುಡ ಮನುಷ್ಯನ ಥರ ಬದುಕಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಅದರ ಮೃದು ನೇಲ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಾರ್ಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದರ ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ ಪೆಟಲ್ ದಳಗಳಷ್ಟು ಸ್ಮೂತ್ ಇರುವಂತಹ ಟೋಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಕಾಲುಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಶೇಪ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಒಂದು ಬಂಚ್ ಗೊಂಚಲು ಥರ ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಶೇಪ್, ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಟ್ರಿಮ್ ಬೆಳೆಯುತ್ತೆ. ಅದು ಐಲೆಸ್ ರೆಪ್ಟೈಲ್ಸ್ ಹಾಗೆ ವಿತ್ ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗುಲರ್ ಹೆಡ್ಸ್ ವಿತ್ ವಾರ್ಮ್ಸ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫುಡ್ನ ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗುಲರ್ ಹೆಡ್ಗೆ, ವಾರ್ಮ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಮತ್ತು ರೆಪ್ಟೈಲ್ಸ್ಗೆ, ಇಟ್ ಕುಡ್ ಬಿ ಅ ಸ್ನೇಕ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂದರೆ, ಶೂ ಒಳಗೆ ಅದು ಬದುಕಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಅದು ಜರ್ನಿ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಮುಂದೆ ಹಿಂದೆ ಏನೂ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊಸೈಟಿ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗುತ್ತೋ ಅದು ಆ ರೀತಿ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ವಾಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಅದು ಎಷ್ಟು ಸ್ಮೂತಾಗಿತ್ತು, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಡ್ರೀಮ್ಸ್ಗಳಿತ್ತು, ಕನಸುಗಳಿತ್ತು, ಎಷ್ಟು ಇನ್ನೋಸೆಂಟ್ ಇತ್ತು ಎಲ್ಲ. ಆಸ್ ದ ಚೈಲ್ಡ್ ಗ್ರೋಸ್, everything is taken aback, everything is destroyed, all its smoothness, softness, innocence, everything just vanish and it becomes very hard. And later it it walks through mines, markets, ministries, backward, upward. It just keeps on walking without taking any rest. The child's journey includes so many difficulties that there is no rest to that journey at all. But at last it dies. It is buried underground. But later also it is still assuming, it still hopes that after its death, after it is buried underground, maybe it can fly from now on, maybe, or it can become an apple. It still thinks, assumes. But the society is already successful in defeating the child's dream, in destroying the child. The harsh reality of life never allowed the child to achieve its dreams, but only made it live within a shoe like a blind man, within the boundary that is set by this society. So, to the food from its child, here Pablo Neruda is talking about our life, reality of life. How in our life we cannot achieve our dreams because of the restrictions, because of how life works. Life is we cannot judge life. We cannot decide what happens in future. So, the child fails and the child is defeated. This is the poem To the Food from its Child by Pablo Neruda. Thank you.